Okay, so here we go with question three, number three, on for the week of April 27th through May 3rd. Deals with previous balance method. Again, on the worksheet we've assigned for this week. There's four questions. I did in a previous recording. Did question one. This is question three, which is similar, very similar, just one extra step. And on Schoology, your assignments are to do question two and question four, and then complete the quiz at the end. So here we go with question three. So it says on February 3rd, billing date, Corey had a balance of $124.78 on his credit card. His bank charges an interest rate of 1.25% per month. He made the following transactions during the month. Okay, first, let's go down to part A. It says find the balance, or I'm sorry, find the finance charge on March 3rd using the previous balance method. Okay, so again, the finance charge, okay, is equal to simply PRT. Finance charge, another way of saying interest. Okay, so how much interest did Corey have based on the previous balance method? Well, the principal here, that is for the previous balance method, that is simply the previous balance. Okay, so we're going to take the previous balance, which is 124 and 78 cents. Okay, that is stated. Okay, it's stated in the problem. $124.78 was his balance. Okay, that's the previous balance. We start with that, and we're going to multiply that times our interest rate, okay, which is 1.25%. Now, make sure you don't forget to change the decimal, okay? You got to move the decimal two places. When you go from a percent to a decimal, and we use a decimal in when we're calculating interest, okay, we move it two places to the left, which is the same as dividing the percent by 100, okay? And so we end up with 0.0125. And that's so the principal is the previous balance, or 124.78. The rate is 0.0125. The time, okay, in this case is simply one. It's 1 month. Okay. So with your calculator, multiply all those together, and I get $1.56. Okay. Not very much, but nonetheless, the banks and the credit card companies will keep track of all of that. Okay, so your finance charge under the previous balance method, $1.56. All right, now when we come down here to find a new balance, we know that new balance is equal to the previous balance, okay, plus charges minus the payment plus the finance charge. Okay. And I got to spell finance charge correctly. Let me go back here and put a capital C in here. So now we know that, okay, we know that our previous balance was 124.78, okay? And we need to add to that, we need to add the charges, okay? So we have, this is where we're not told exactly what the charges are. We're just, they are listed. Okay, so here's a charge, highlight that, and let's maybe make that into a blue. Let's go with blue. And here's another charge. Okay, and another charge. We need to add those together. Okay, charges. So um, simply what we want to do here. Okay, so what I've done is I've highlighted the charges, and what I've done is actually just made another line under part B where we've got new balance, the charges, and let me take the equal sign out of here. The charges, put a dash in there, are simply adding these up, the 2564 plus 6723 plus the 13.90, that comes out to 106.77. Okay, again, just use your calculator for that. So when we come down here to what is the new balance, okay, we start out with our previous balance. We're going to add to that the charges, 106.77, and we're going to subtract the payment of $100, okay, which is right here. There's our payment of $100. And let's just make that a different color. There we go. All right, $100. And we need to add to that the 1.56 for the finance charge. Okay, put those into your calculator, hit enter, and you should end up with a new balance on March 3rd. Okay, a new balance on March 3rd of $133.11. Okay, so again, this is the previous balance method. Um, Not maybe a little simpler than last week's average balance method. The concept is you need to figure out what the finance charge is. The finance charge is based on the previous balance method, or the previous balance, whatever balance was at the end of the previous billing period. Okay, that times the rate, and remember the rate is given as a monthly rate. Okay, so that's why we are multiplying by simply one, because it's 1 month, and that gets us our finance charge. To get the new balance, we take the previous balance, add the charges, which for problem 3 we actually need to determine what the charges are. We just add those three up, subtract the payment, and add the finance charge, and that is your new balance. Okay, so this is the previous balance method, another way that a credit card company will calculate the balance due on your credit card. Okay, different than the average balance. Again, previous balance method. If you have any questions, send me an email, or you can come on to Google Hangouts during office hours, 9 to 10, Monday through Friday, 9 to 10 in the morning, and also 1 to 2 in the afternoon on Google Hangouts. That is on one of the updates on Schoology. And otherwise, complete question 2 and 4, which are on Schoology, and the quiz by Sunday night, May 3rd. See you next week.